What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and on today's video we're going to do a bit of a deep dive onto this whole not urethane bowling ball. What is it? What is it not? How can it help you? How can it get in your way? I'm going to do my best to answer as many of those questions as possible. Before we get into any of those details, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like this Motive t-shirt that I'm wearing, it's a t-shirt, but it's that stretch material. It's very much like a jersey type material. If you want to order one of these with any other brands, you can go to efx.co, promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. Then down below in the description, there's be links where you can order anything featured in any of my videos. So the ball that I have here is the Tank Rampage Pearl by Motive, which is one of those not urethane balls, urethane type things. And the most important thing to realize that these balls are not urethane, but they're also not reactive, right? And so all of the, like the New Blue, the Rattler New, the Level by Storm, all of the tanks after the Revolt tank, all of those have been that not urethane balls. For Motive, they're called Microcell polymer. And like I said, if you need a urethane shape, this is not urethane. It's going to roll very similar to urethane, have a lot of characteristics to urethane, but it's not going to be urethane. The biggest thing that I've noticed is that front to back, they're fairly similar, but I feel like down lane is where the biggest difference is, where the not urethane balls tend to hook a lot more down lane than traditional urethane. So we're going to be here on lane 64. It's basically a fresh house shot, but it is hooking a ton, a lot of friction on these lanes. And rather than taking a reactive ball and playing the left gutter, I'm gonna move significantly further right with this not urethane ball. And I'm gonna throw my reactive ball from further straight just so you guys can see how much this lane is actually hooking. And if you have any questions about the not urethane balls, please let me know down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer all of them. All right, so first shot coming up here with the Tank Rampage Pearl. We're gonna be significantly straighter than we are with reactive, but you're gonna see because of this lane, we are gonna be hooking it still. And it still gives you that predictable round motion. It's not gonna like jump off the back part of the lane. Let's make some good quality shots here. Hey, there we go. So I actually got that in a little bit, and what we'll do is here we'll throw, I'll throw this Max Thrill Hybrid, which is a reactive ball but not very strong, from the same spot, so you can see just how different it is when you throw reactive versus when you throw not reactive, right? The not urethane Tank Rampage Pearl. So that was about the same spot down lane, and it went much, much higher. I'll reset the rack here, and I'll throw the Max Thrill Hybrid from where I was throwing it, from where I can strike comfortably, and you'll see the difference. So we'll wipe the oil here with my 500 grit chamois. And it's a chamois, not a Aberlon pad. So we're gonna move like 13 left here with the Max Thrill. And even then it's still creeping high. So when the lanes are hooking this much, I don't really want to be in a reactive ball that if I miss a little bit in, it's gonna hook like crazy. So that's why I like throwing these tanks and like the New Blues and the Level, because they give me that predictability of urethane without actually being urethane. And I've reviewed this ball already before, but I've had a lot of people still asking me about it. And not about this ball specifically, just the not urethane balls in general. That was super forward, like super, super forward. And the reason I'm doing it with the Tank Rampage Pearl is because it's, of all the not urethane balls, this is my favorite one. The level would probably be close second. Then the new blue would be third for me. Oh, someone did something cool over there. What'd she make, the big four? Looks like it. Some lady in a makeup just made the big four. So we're gonna go to that same spot. We're not gonna be as forward as that last shot was. Okay, so now we're throwing really, really bad shots. Of course we are. Because before we started filming, it looked really good. No big deal. No big deal. We're not gonna panic. We are gonna move right a little bit here. And we're gonna make a really good shot. See what this looks like. Maybe not go so fast like that last shot. So, that's frustrating because it was not doing that before, and that's why I had the idea to shoot this video. So no biggie, we'll reset the rack and we'll label one here. I think the biggest thing is just pay attention to the ball motion. How it's early, it's smooth, it's round. That's the big, big thing here. This is the tough part about being a new two-handed player. That's the tough part. No big deal. I think the big thing that I'm learning is that I probably shouldn't be in this ball right now. I should probably be throwing reactive. But this lane was hooking so much earlier. Let's see how long we were in. We're at 5.5 minutes, really haven't thrown any good shots. We're gonna float this one here to the right. There we go, that'll be good. Or not. Wow, bro, you see this? It was looking so good before, and now it's like not looking good at all. We're gonna figure this out. Dude, all of a sudden, it just like went away. Like it looked really, really good. All right, so instead of shoving it right, let's move our eyes left. There we go. There we go. So I moved my eyes left, and that looked really good. It was early, round, predictable. Before I started filming, I was shoving it right and it was coming off that spot really, really nice. But they transitioned and I moved my eyes left a little and that looked really good. More so the motion that I like to see out of these balls. And I don't have the core numbers offhand. I'll put them on screen if I remember. But not very strong core. And it's the Microcell Pearl cover. Probably has like a 1000 grit on it. Let's repeat that shot here. There we go. Now I'm definitely in the right spot. Again, how fast this lane transitioned. Earlier I had to create large angles, now I don't, and I like the versatility that I can shove it right on the fresh, kind of keep it in front of me as they transition. You can see here, All right, it doesn't flare a whole lot, very little, even with a strong layout. I think this is like a 4-inch pin for me. But we got a nice little 2-bagger going here once we moved our eyes left a little. Oh, that's a bad shot. Hey, but we're in the right part of the lane. Hey, Eldrin was recording me. Yeah, I'm in the right part of the lane now, and I think that's gonna be the biggest thing, is get into the right part of the lane. Hey, you recorded a terrible shot. All right, guys, we're gonna, oh, it's coming back. I was gonna say, we're gonna have to cut this one take because the ball wasn't coming back, but I think it's coming back now. Ba-ba-na-bum. There we go, sorry about that delay. You know, some things are out of my control. Hey, we're on a 3-bagger now ever since I moved my eyes left. See if we can keep this up here. Oh, I got that right. I think I went over the line on that one, but it's still a strike. We're not bowling for score. That was a really good shot. I got it right though, but I'm more so in the right part of the lane now, and I think that's the biggest thing here. So hopefully you guys stuck around till when I actually figured them out. But this is why I show everything, and I think doing the one take is, you know, is a good thing. So it's nice to know that I have some bounce to the right if I miss. I don't want to abuse that, because it looks better when I keep it in here. Bang, 5 in a row now. And yeah, so this isn't a ball that I'm gonna throw like on house regularly. This is gonna be a ball that I'm gonna throw when, you know, urethane is needed, but I need a little bit more pop down lane. Now look, don't get me wrong. If I'm bowling a tournament and I need a urethane ball, I'm gonna grab a purple hammer all day. But this video is strictly about the not urethane balls. And I think I like this more than some of the 78 hardness balls. Like, I think I like this more than the 78U, and I haven't thrown a black pearl urethane. So Brunswick, if you're watching, if you want to send me a black pearl urethane to review, I'll do it for sure. But for what I'm seeing out of this lane right here, I feel pretty comfortable in this tank Rampage Pearl. Now, I have room. I feel confident. I'm making pretty good shots here. Let's keep it up. Hey, that could have easily 10-pinned. With urethane, I think that's another really big thing, is that like with urethane balls, whenever I get it in, I really start to like 10-pin territory. With this, because it has a little bit more pop down lane, I feel like it gives me a little bit more of that freedom. I think we got a 7-bagger here, boys. Seven in a row for a 50% strike percentage. Yeah, it's crazy how good it looks now versus how bad it looked when I first started filming, or when I first turned the camera on. That's good. Oh! Wow, I thought that was good. Off my hand, I said that's good. All right, so we've seen everything that we need to see. I'm gonna reset this 4-pin. And you know, just like basketball, I got a leave on to make. So we'll reset this here. I thought that was good. And guys, from a transitional standpoint, here, I'll get in front of the camera for this one. From a transitional standpoint, when I get out of this, some of the stuff I typically go to are like the bigger stuff, like in the motive line, for example, Jackal Ghost, Evoke Hysteria. From the Storm line, like, I think the Identity with Surface could look pretty good. Brunswick stuff, right? Like the Mesmerize, I think could be a really good go-to after the not urethane balls. Similar motions, just a little bit stronger. All right, so hopefully here, the last shot of the video. That last shot might have been fast. Bang. That's a good shot. That's a good one to end it on. So if you're interested in the not urethane type balls, a couple of things to keep in mind: drill them stronger, keep the surface, treat them like urethane, except they're not. We'll see you in the next one. Fuck, I labeled that last shot.